Let me know if you guys can hear me out there. Say hey. Make sure you can say hey in the comments. Let's see here. See if you guys can hear me. And say hey. Yes, so far, so good. I can hear myself on here. Say hey. This week, we have some winners. We have a lot of people that actually submitted spice texts this week. So we're going to be drawing our spice winners. Let's just get in here. Want to make sure everybody's coming in. Hey, hello. Welcome. Chris is in the house. Before we draw the winners for spice, I want you guys to know that this week, if you text big tree, you could win a big moringa tree. Check it out. This right here is a tuber, and this is the stem. And this tree was already 6 feet tall. So we've got a 4-5 month old tree. So if you text big tree to 813-696-6676 to win this week. Wonderful. Hello from Jacksonville's in the house. Welcome everybody. I just want you guys to know we're just coming in. Look at this. Oh, hey, Kim's in the house. Welcome, Kim. Thanks, Beth. Look at our big, beautiful trees. We got our big, beautiful trees here. Oh, welcome. We got a few people in the house here. Brian's in the house. You can join the live if you want to come on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now as well. We could also bring you in to the live if you're on YouTube, and would love to help you if you need any questions asked. We could actually share. I can share the Zoom. We'll share the Zoom in about 15-20 minutes. I'll share the Zoom link if you want to come in, ask questions live. Stick around. Welcome. If you text big tree to 813-696-6676, you could win a solid big tree. I mean, this is a home run right here. So you could win this big tree. Look at the difference between this tree and this tree. This is going out in your starter kits. This is going out in your bio boxes. This is going out in your gift boxes, in your PO boxes, your powder and oil boxes. But this is going out this week. Big trees. Big trees are also on sale, 50% off for the next 30 days. They're only going to be this big for the next 30 days. In the next 30 days, they're going to double in size. So I have to double the price, right? They're going to go back to normal price. We're just now getting the season going. So I don't want anybody here to feel like you're behind on growing moringa on the season. This is just getting started. This is just getting good. We've got lots of powder just now starting to come in to be made. Lots of loose leaf just now starting to be made. Lots of capsules just now. We're just now getting to the point where, okay, we've got wholesale orders coming in. We've got lots and lots of orders coming in now for wholesale spice, powder, and loose leaf are just now starting to come in high quality because the rains just started. All the rains just really kind of started about a month ago. And it takes time for the trees to get their engines revving. And so, good, beloved's in the house, texting big tree. You can just text it to the phone. That way we can we can track it because at the end of the week we just go through the text through the phone. So I know some people say mention in the chat here or go to WhatsApp or they'll DM me, but I have a helper that writes it down for me in the text. So just text 813-696-6676. That way we have a tracking of all of our big tree contestants. I know we had some members that were trying to get in here today. We're just getting started a little bit late, but hey, it's a Saturday. It was busy. We were out, we were harvesting, we were catching up from a very, very busy week. So we also gave a tour. We had a few people come in a little bit late, like around 1 o'clock, right when I was about to get started. And so I just said, you know what, no worries. Let's go for a tour. Let's go for a talk. They were interested in getting membership and they got some big trees and I was able to give them some free drumsticks. They came in and I was able to hook them up with some free drumsticks. They're real interested in the Adopt a Tree program where you can adopt a moringa tree and we give you a picture of your tree as well as a certificate as well as a sign. We have a sign that we put out on your tree so that way you get marketing and advertising. We'll go into that. We've got a great show. Let's go ahead and make our drawing now that we have a few people here. Everybody's here now. Want to make sure everybody can hear me good. So shoot, we have a lot of people that want to get some spice. All right, here we go. Who's the winner here? All right, phone number ending in 1853. All right, that's one of our winners right here. And then let's see if we got one more winner. We'll do one more. Okay, I'm not gonna look. Not gonna look. Oh, whose is this? Good. Also a new number. This is ending in 6976. 66. That's very similar to our number. I was like, is that our phone number? All right, so I'll put down in here winner. Good. These are new people submitting. We don't have their names. They just kind of text. Make sure that when you text us your name and we'll make sure to know who it is and we'll save you. So I'll put in here winner. And we'll get these two winners their bottle of spice. They win a bottle of spice. Great. All right. What else do we have planned for today's show? We have some news with our big trees. We want to give shout out some news, big trees. We also have a question about a big tree, about someone in a pot. I actually have a video. I'm not sure if it's if I already saved the video. I'll go to my cloud to see if it's in there. Oh, it is in there. Okay, I'll bring it up here. I'll bring it up here. And so that way you guys can see. Let's see here. See if I can just bring this up here. Just real quick, check this big tree out. Let's see here. I'll share my screen real quick. Big tree. Check this out. Check out this big tree here. Massive drumsticks. Massive drumsticks on this tree, but look, it's super tall. Like this is like 10 feet up high. I mean, these drumsticks are as big as my arm, right? But it's off of one little stick that goes all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. It's still going, 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 boom! And it's in a little 1-gallon pot. It's in a little, it's got eggshells in it. This is a little grocery store that I go to out in St. Pete. And it's got a massive single stem moringa tree with a drumstick on it right there. That's too funny. That's too funny right there. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. So that was at the grocery store. Of course, I'm kicking it. I'm talking to to the worker in there. She's actually from Albania. Albania? She's Albanian. And the store is owned by Albanians. And we go in there. We got some grains, and we got some interesting things. Some dates. You know, they have fruits and veggies. It's a little store off of 38th in Tyrone in St. Pete, right by the Pinellas Trail. So they got this big, huge moringa tree there. So that was fun. But we'll talk a little bit more about big trees. We'll talk more about Moringa Fest, one of our special events, and also how we're hosting events here at the farm. We have a video of the week. We have several shorts that are getting several thousand views from the time that we upload within just a few hours, which is great, which means that we're starting to get really good attention on YouTube. And then that was our main goal. That's our main content stream that we post about 10, sometimes 15 times in one day. We'll make 15 posts on one day on YouTube, and we'll talk a little bit more about content. Some of the top videos of the week, we'll just do a little rerun. This is a little bit of an update, news week update. Let's see, we have a new product spotlight. We'll talk a little bit more about the Moringa Tree sponsorship, how it works. We've had several people asking how it works. We also have a one-page document that I created last week that will go through about how we're looking for a new store, how we're looking for lenders. We're interested in purchasing a property. We have been in contact with a real estate agent, and we are about to actually go see a property on Tuesday. So we have a meeting on Tuesday to see a property. I'll show you guys the property. We have an interesting fact about loose leaf versus powder. So we'll talk a little bit more about loose leaf versus powder. That was something that came in the members area. We also have some highlights from our recent cuttings video. This was a great video that I was actually filming and shooting in between other videos, but it seems like it's getting a lot of attention so far. I just posted it, I think, like last night or the night before. And we've got some top questions of the week. Some things about orders. People are asking about orders. We had some issues. There was some chargebacks. Some people are getting impatient with their orders, and I just want to reassure people that we are working as fast as we can to get orders out. This is a product that we make fresh by hand. You know, we don't have a lot of the products sitting on the shelf, so we're making a lot of things by hand, and we have a lot of people coming in for wholesale. So I just want to reassure people that when they're placing orders with us, that it's from a real person, and we're getting things out as fast as we can. So we'll talk a little bit more about top orders of the week, and then we can do some live Q&A. We can get you in on the Zoom. Might even be able to speed up that process. That way you can help us answer any questions you might need. Stick around so that way you can get on the live chat. If you want to get on the coaching call, I'll share the link to the Zoom here, so that way you could actually get on with me. It'd be nice if you had a microphone, have your phone still, maybe possibly have your camera on, and go ahead and ask your questions. So now that we're getting into the show, thanks a lot, everybody, for coming in. I want to make sure everybody's good. Let me get some water here. Hopefully everybody's having a great day so far. Welcome. We've got the Rizzler in the house, and JT's in the house. Javier's in the house. Thanks a lot. Hope is here, as well as Kimberly. Thanks, Kimberly. And Beth is here. Welcome. Welcome to Grow Moringa Farms. We're out here in Plant City. We also have My Beloved is here. Oh, that's one of the questions we were going to answer. Is someone is here that's saying that they have a moringa tree and they never got drumsticks yet. It's about a year old. And they never got a drumstick yet from their tree. And it's okay. Did you see that tree that I just shared with you with those drumsticks on it? My goodness, those two big drumsticks off of one branch. And that was in a pot. And what I really love seeing is that it had eggshells. So they just crushed up eggshell, put it on there. Um, so it could be about food. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just answer this question real quick. Drumsticks take a lot of energy. Make sure fertilizer and food is placed on the soil. So food is very important. Good drainage is important. Good drainage is important. Uh, Sandy soil is is best. Something with a little bit more of a sandy soil with compost. Um, and not to have the soil too high up, too high up. So like you can kind of see that this was kind of submerged a little bit. When someone puts this back in the soil, it'd be good to even like keep that root exposed a little bit and kind of have it below that line, right? So a big part of having air and oxygen to your big trees is above, you don't want to have it to have above the root, have above the root line, right? That's a good one. Um, so having it in full sun is also important. Uh, and I will tell you that also trimming the tree back short, trimming the tree back short and popping tops regularly will push out more branches. Um, and that will help to increase your root system to get bigger, to get bigger roots, okay? To hold more drumsticks and flowers. So like another thing too is like having many trees around is going to also be helpful. What's helpful is having community. A lot of moringa trees is helpful. Now, this location down here in St. Pete that I just showed you, they probably have a lot of moringa trees in the neighborhood. So that also helps. There's a lot of moringa trees in St. Pete. So having many trees in your arsenal, having many trees in your neighborhood, in your community, in your backyard is going to help. What happens is when there's more than one, um, some of them will turn into a female and some of them will stay a male. And those males will produce flowers that pollinate the drumstick, the female. So that helps a lot. So hopefully that helps. And that was actually a big part of the questions that I was going to answer. Let me know if there's any questions here on Facebook or on TikTok. I can see Adri's in the house. Thanks, Beth, for coming through as well. We can see that you guys are here and you want to know more about your trees, get your trees big. If you want big trees and you want a head start, just text big tree to 813-696-6676. And this will lead us into a question that we actually had in the members area, and I'll probably answer this question a little bit more in depth. One of our members was asking a question, I think, in the home section in the chat. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, so she shared a picture of her tree here. Okay. Nice tree. Right on. And they were in the process of transplanting, but found a taproot with several smaller roots going through the bottom of the pot into the ground. Before I realized that, I managed to crack the main taproot part way. Should I cut the root off at the bottom of the pot and replant the tree, hoping that the roots will regrow? Yes. And then she's like, or should I cut the plastic pot from around the base of the tree in an effort to not break the roots any further? I'm gonna just say here, either way is okay. If the tap root breaks, it will regrow. Sometimes it'll regrow multiple tap roots. A lot of times you'll get a lot of fingers. And just pull. You can either pull it out, or cut the plastic. Either way is okay. Definitely either way. Unfortunately, sometimes the tap roots break. What's really crazy is that sometimes when I pull trees out, even from the ground here, sometimes they break, like this one. This one broke off completely, like this bottom piece. I think what helps sometimes is if a tap root breaks, to let it dry out a little, like a callus. It calluses over a little bit. That tends to help, especially during rainy season. But she can be pretty much put right back in. Back in the ground. The key is to trim the tree back short at that time and dry the greens. Replant the sticks. So replant the cuttings, replant the sticks, and that'll bring us into our video about the cuttings. So I want to share with you guys a little bit about the cuttings. Let's finish this question. She had a pretty long question about it. Cut the plastic. Okay, we got that. She's been harvesting the leaves off gradually. Yeah, just cut them back. Yeah, great. Okay, so let's go into the video for the cuttings. The cuttings video that I just posted, it's actually doing really well right now as far as content views. I just posted it, I think, late last night, when I got back from running some errands. And I said that this video saved my farm. Let's go ahead and open this up. I'll share my screen here so you guys can see some of the tricks here. Let me share my screen. This was this is a pile of cuttings. Pile of cuttings that I went ahead and just put out in the field. As soon as I cut all of these back, I'm just planting them. Okay, here's the field. I'm out there talking a little bit about lenders. We're looking for lenders. And also showing off my Seminole pumpkins, Mexican sunflowers, and of course the moringa trees. I can't wait to go out after this show and go outside. But the thing is that I do is I go ahead and put the cuttings in the ground. But the key to it all, and I think I shared the key here. This is the key, and I talk about the key. Let me find it. Here it's coming. the key is keeping the head intact. I know it kind of goes pretty quickly through here. Let me see here. Oh, there was a little bunny rabbit out here. See if I just can find it. Yeah, I think it was one of the first things that I shared in this video. I made kind of like a quick run through of it, me going in the field. There it is. Boom. That's the key. The key when planting your cuttings is making sure that you keep the head intact. From that head, that very tippy top, all of my cuttings grow super fast. What happens is the head keeps your cutting, retains the energy, and it helps to signal growth for faster growth. It signals inside for regrowth. It's like being able to flow back up and down as energy and heat rises from within the stick. It shoots out energy and new tips at the top. That's going to cool down and go back down. This is going to help push the energy back down to push roots out from the bottom. The thing is that if you have a cutting and that doesn't have a root and it doesn't have a head, it takes a little bit longer and harder to jumpstart. But if you've got a head on the top, then the roots are going to form from the bark. And that's what I mentioned here, actually, a little bit further into the video. I talk about right here. In this moment here, I was cutting the bottom of this stick here at a 45-degree angle, because at a 45-degree angle, you have more surface area, and that's where your root is forming, is off the bottom. And your roots are going to form from the bottom of that cutting. And so I mentioned that here, as I cut it off. And then we just went for a walk. I'm just showing you, this is just a day's harvest for me. I'm just harvesting in one day, and I'm cleaning up the space where I usually process, getting sticks off the ground, and I'm taking it back out into the field. And I'm showing the field and also showing the key here is keeping the top intact like that, right there. This is the head that was kind of fallen over. It was kind of droopy, but then after a few days, it starts to come back. It starts to come back, and it starts to push out more branches. And then what I do here, and from here, I'll go ahead and let you watch the rest of the video because it's really interesting. And it's pretty long. It's about a 45-minute video or so. But I set this down here, and I cut it, right? It's starting to reshoot. I'm talking about it reshooting here. Boom. And then I cut it back right there. And then what's crazy is that I made a cutting from a cutting. And I went ahead and stuck that back down in the ground. And that's it. So that's some key takeaways from cutting. Okay. Good. We got some good questions. Someone is asking, what is the trick to thicken them up? The trick to thicken your tree is to cut it short. This is what I do to get my trees thick, is to cut it. The trick to get your stem thicker is pop tops, pop tops, pop tops, constantly popping tops. To get thicker stems, pop tops. So just pop all your tops off. That's going to be your number one method for getting your sticks thicker, for sure. Right on. Great question. Thanks. Thanks for coming and asking. Let me see if there's any questions here on Facebook. Let me know. You guys, Jacqueline's here. Welcome. If you text Text Big Tree to 813-696-6676. You'll win a big tree. Okay, text me 813-696-6676 to win a big tree this week. Text Big Tree. All right, let's see here. Good, we're looking good. We've got a great show still. We're going to bring some people in here. In a few minutes, we'll come into the live coach here. Let's go ahead and roll through here. We have a special event happening November 1st here at Grow Moringa Farms. It's called Moringa Fest. It's going to be a place where members can post up a table. They're going to have their products. They're going from now until November 1st, our members are practicing on how to make powder, how to make loose leaf, how to make tea, how to make capsules, how to make products, how to have trees for sale. So when our members come on November 1st and they show up, we're going to make content. We're going to make content together. We're going to share shorts. We're going to help them from now until then get their YouTube channels set up. We're actually in the members area talking a lot about getting YouTube channels set up, getting social media channels set up, websites. We're actually getting our members' websites set up. I want to share with you what we did this last Wednesday night. Was a great meeting. We were on a meeting for like 4 hours on Wednesday night, and it was all about affiliate marketing and our Growth OS platform. So one of the things that we do with our members is we teach about sales. And the main thing that you want to do, in your business, the number one asset to your business, this is it, the number one asset, let's see here. The number one asset to your business is contacts. This is the number one asset to your business. So one of our members was like, hey, I'm just getting a little bit lost in the scheme of things, not really sure exactly what to do. And number one, if you don't have any product, if you don't have any Moringa, and you're an affiliate, and your main objective right now is to get clicks and convert interested buyers into closed deals, the number one thing for you to be able to close more deals and to make more sales is to have contacts, right? So you want to have emails and you want to have phone numbers. If you don't have anything to sell, the number one thing that you can do is just have contacts. How do I do that? This is how I do it. Let me share with you real quick what I do. Okay. I'll just go up here and I'll share screen real quick. This is how I get contacts. For anybody that's starting to get their business going, let's see if you guys can see this. Right? On my website, I go to growmoringa.com, and this is what I'm teaching the members to do, is I have a free book. I have a free manual. So over the last, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even like the last 4 weeks, we've had over 400 people download my book. And that's with this method up here at the top. So you want to get your website to have something here that you're giving away for free, which then takes you into the book. So you get my free masterclass, which I have right here. This is the number one thing. So I gave this book to the members. I also have other books, other PDFs, other things of value. But then if you click this, you can actually get the email to get the book. And that's really the main thing. And then I have more information about the membership. We have meetings every single night, Monday through Friday. We have meetings with our teachers. We also have more training videos inside that we record. This is at growmoringa.com. We have lots of testimonials of people that are using the system, lots of answers that we can help you with right here at the very top. And then if you go to shop, you can go to our shop right here, which takes you directly to our shop. And then that takes us into essentially talking about wholesale, because we have a lot of members right now that are interested in purchasing wholesale. So right now, wholesale is 50% off retail. And this is a special that we give to our members. And after we get out of here, it's still going to be really hot outside. So what I'm going to do is probably do a little bit of work on the wholesale sheet. We have seeds wholesale. So you can get 50,000 seeds for like $600. We also have 5 gallons of Moringa seed oil that you could get for $1,600. We also have not only the big trees here that are half off right now, but you can get it even half off of that. I have that in there. Um, we're gonna do if you buy 100 of these, they'll be $5 a piece. Um, that's a wholesale, or not 100. If you buy 10, everything is going to be moved to 10. Right now, we have our wholesale sheet is like 12, but we're going to move everything to 10. So that way, the price to get wholesale is even a little bit lower, because it's like instead of buying 12 of an item, we're going to move it down to 10 of an item. So it'll be 10 of an item will be listed here. So we have several pages here. This is our wholesale sheet. We're going to be adjusting prices. We're actually bringing prices down on our animal supplements. So we're bringing prices down for the animal supplements. Yeah, we're bringing that down for our members. That way they can buy animal supplements really affordable. Let's see here. We also have lots of loose leaf. So it's like right now on the sheet, it's like 12 pounds, but we're going to put everything to 10 pounds. So like 10 pounds or 10 baggies or 10 bottles of jar bottles. That's kind of like the big thing that I'm going to be working on today, and getting those prices adjusted for you. Adding a few more things to the wholesale sheet. I think on here, what's missing is seed powder capsules. We had a member that wanted to get seed powder capsules, because we have the green powder capsules in bulk, but then a member wanted to get the seed powder capsules. So we're going to put that on there. And then we have our spice. We're going to be putting that. We have the 1 pound spice up there. This is a half-pound spice. We're going to be putting the half-pound spice on there and the 1 pound spice on there for a really good price. And okay, that is on there. That's good. And then we're going to be also adding the 4-ounce tincture and the 32-ounce tincture. And then members are kind of letting us know little by little what else might need to be added to the wholesale sheet. If you'd like to see something added to the wholesale sheet, or if you want to get wholesale prices, just let us know. We're working on that. We're going to be working on that this afternoon. Okay. Chris is asking, when is the best time to transplant? The best time to transplant is when they have a tuber. So it doesn't really matter time-wise, but it's the size of the root. Notice that I'm able to pull these out like this, right? This size right here is where we have a tuber. Believe it or not, believe it or not, these are the same age. These are the same age. This was in a little bit of shade. This was in a raised bed with a lot of other trees. This was out in the field, full sun. This is the same age. Okay. These are like both 4 months. Matter of fact, this might even be a little younger. Okay. So what really matters is the size of the tuber. Not really, I also kind of go by thickness. I try to do when it has wood. So when's the best time to transplant? When you have wood and a tuber. That's a good answer. When you have wood and a tuber, root tuber. When you have wood form and a root tuber. Great questions. We have lots of great questions coming in today. Thanks a lot. Any questions here? Shauna's in the house. Hey, thanks a lot, Shauna. Also, Eddie is here. Thanks, Eddie. We have a few people here as well on TikTok. Hey, welcome. Javier's back. Welcome, Javier. Ask me any questions if you like. We were just talking about when to transplant moringa trees and when can you move them, how, at what age? And I told them that it's mostly the size of the stem. You want to have some wood and you want to have a tuber because these are the same age. These are the same age. These are the same age right here. Crazy. Like 3-4 months old. It just depends on full sun, spacing. Okay. Someone is asking, how does the Adopt a Moringa Tree program work? Let's see here. Let me see if I can find this person's question here. I think I do have it in here. Let me go back. Up in here, yes. So I'll bring this up here. Here. Okay, great. This person is asking, how does the Adopt a Tree program work? And I said that when you adopt a moringa tree, you're sponsoring the care and the maintenance of that tree on this farm. Not only do you get to name your tree, but you get to visit your tree. So that's like you get a sign, you get to say, hey family, let's go visit our tree. You could care for it. You could fertilize it if you wanted to. This is a part of having like a family. If you guys don't have a place or a space and you want to be able to come out here and hang on the farm, this is you sponsoring not only the tree itself, but you're sponsoring our farm. You're helping our farm succeed. You're being a part of the general success of this farm. Not only that, but you get to harvest your tree if you want. And also, we're going to harvest it and care for it for you to where we're going to be able to get probably at least a pound off of your tree over the course of a year. So then we're going to make some of the products. So we're going to make products for you and then we'll ship them to you. So like if you're in New York and you just live in this city and you want to be a part of this organization and you want to do good and you want to ensure that we're able to preserve and save the land, a big part of that is adopting this tree here. The cost of the Adopt a Tree program goes into maintenance and care for the land, right? So you're ensuring that this farm is essentially staying a farm. But you also get products. So you get shipped throughout the year. You might get 2 or 3 packages, depending if you want, say, like sticks. We could send you a bunch of sticks if you want to get started with sticks. If you want to get powder or loose leaf for tea, we can send you a bunch of product from your tree. You also get the sign, you get a certificate, and you get a picture of your tree. It's a one-time payment and it's for 1 year of a sponsorship. But also, what's really cool about it is that you get marketing and advertising. So what you're going to get is marketing and advertising for your tree. So marketing and advertising is a big part of what we offer. If you have a small business, then I can actually go to the checkout. Let me go to the checkout of it so you guys can see some more details I'll go to growmoringa.shop so that way you guys can see. And if you have any questions about any of the products, like somebody was asking me today, is our powder organic? And I say there's no need. There's no need to put sprays or anything on our trees. Yes, everything is organically grown. There's no herbicides or pesticides. There's no need to spray anything. But if we go to growmoringa.shop, see here, growmoringa.shop, and then if we go down, you can hit view all to view the products. And then we have the big trees are back in stock, half off on sale. Yeah, everything comes with 10 trees pretty much now. So like your bio box, your gift box, your PO box, your starter kit, everything comes with 10 trees. I have 75,000 trees now on the property. But if you go to the second page, you'll get to the Adopt a Tree program. So here's the sign that you get. Beautiful sign. We're actually going to add a QR code to this sign. And I'm going to show you the certificate as well. So here's the sign. And that way, when people come out here, you get direct marketing and advertising. So a big part of our program with the Adopt a Tree program is marketing and advertising for you and your business. We're going to market and advertise for you. So if like right now, if somebody sponsored one of these trees, then we would say, hey, I want to take a moment and to shout out our sponsors. This is a quick message from our sponsors. If you have something that you want to share, let's just say you have a roofing company. Hey, we have ABC Roofing who has sponsored one of our trees on the property. You can actually reach out to them, 555-5555. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a part of that opportunity is helping to raise awareness of your business. It's a marketing and advertising expense for your business. So it's a write-off. It's a tax deductible cost. And right now, if you adopt a tree, it's 50% off for our business package. This is our 2.5 acre property here. This image was taken in 2021. So you guys, when you see me filming, mostly I'm filming in this area right here. And this was nothing. This was just mulch. I just had hundreds and hundreds of loads of oak mulch just dropped off here. Oak mulch just dropped off here. Oak mulch. Look at all the oak mulch dropped off in this area here is completely covered in oak mulch in this area right here. And all the way down the line, we got this all dropped off with oak mulch. And so this picture is now 4 years old, right? So in 2020, we started getting some sales. We started fixing up and trying to build out some more greenhouses. I realized that I wanted to just focus more so on growing out in the field. So I rediverted my time and energy out in the field. Now, look at what we have. We have a 2.5 acre property with 3 separate zones. We have 3 zones. So we have zone 1 with 12 trees, zone 2 with another 12 trees, and then we have zone 3 with about 100 trees or more or so, 120 trees or so. Last week I came out with a video where I was harvesting zone 1. Then the other day I started harvesting, row 1, and then I started harvesting row 2. We just filmed harvesting row 3. We'll probably come out with that a little bit later today. And then we're working our way back to the back end of row 3, but we still have all of this to harvest on camera with you guys. We've got 3 different classes, class A, class B, class C. These are different sizes. I would just jump on class A, right? And if you want to see the trees and some of the videos, what I do here is if you click this document that's in the checkout, it'll take you to this document here where you can double click this, and this takes you to the actual document right here, which is the Adopt a Tree program. It's a tax deductible advertising expense for your business. I started harvesting out here, zone 3, and filming this section here. Actually, I should probably put the video that I have in here from zone 1. I have a zone 1 video I'll put in there. And then I'm starting to put in videos of harvesting zone 1, and then I have, or sorry, zone 3 here, row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, and so on and so on. So we'll keep updating and showing pictures of the spaces. I pretty much took pictures of mostly all of these trees before I harvested, and getting more pictures out there with you guys. But um, top picks, you want to go ahead and get your class A, get all the top picks. So like if you click this will take you to a video of me harvesting that tree itself. I'm actually in the tree, I'm harvesting it. So you can see that that video is actually that tree. So that's pretty much a little bit of an update on the Adopt a Tree program. That's pretty much a lot of what we've been working on the last couple weeks. Thanks a lot for considering adopting a tree with us and hanging with us today. Shauna is in the house. Hey, thanks, Shauna. Welcome. And we have a few people here as well. Yo-Yo's in the house. Jan is here. Hey, Moringa with Barry's here. Thanks a lot. Barry's in the house. Welcome, Barry. Oh, I wanted to show you the one pager. I want to show you the one pager that I put together this week. Where have I shared that one pager? I think I mostly have been sharing that one pager in an email. I think I actually have it in my drive as well. Let me close this down real quick. Since I've shown you guys a few things here, go ahead and add this back into this tab. And let's see if I can go into the drive. Let's see, where's the one pager? Yeah, I have it in the drive, the shared members drive of the members area. So let me go in here, shared members drive. Okay, and then I have the one pager. Let me show you guys the one pager. Okay, so essentially we're going to talk a little bit about what we're getting into with the business. We're getting into property, real estate, commercial real estate. So we're looking for a farm. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see that exactly there. Yeah. So we're looking for a commercial property. We're raising $1 million in capital to purchase and renovate a commercial building. This is a rendering of a building that we are interested. I'm putting it out there to the world. I'm manifesting this building. This is not a building that we have right now. This is something that I'm looking for. I put this sign on here on this image through Photoshop to show what we're looking for, so that way people are not hitting me up and telling me that they have acres and acres and acres of land. We're not looking for land. We already have millions of acres of land. We already have hundreds of millions of trees in our ecosystem. What I'm looking for is to raise $1 million in capital to purchase and renovate a commercial property with a warehouse that's on it, so that way we can have a large-scale moringa processing center. So that way we can dry and process our moringa greens. So we can also have a small storefront, and also so that way we can have a content studio, and we can support marketing, advertising, training, and outreach programs for the community. We can host special events. We're looking for the property to be somewhere in Brandon area, Plant City, or Lakeland. And it just so happens, and we'll go through, because we have some ideal locations in Plant City that we're looking at right now. We're going to have a meeting on Tuesday. So here's the deal. If someone provides $1 million, we'll offer 6% APY for 5 years. And every single month, we'll give you $5,000 interest-only payments, with a balloon payment of $1 million of the principal that's due at the end of 5 years. In all, if you provide $1 million in 5 years, you'll have made 1.3. So you'll make $300,000 in interest off of that deal. What we're going to do is we're going to take that $1 million and we're going to put $250K down on a $1 million property. Then we're going to have $750K left over to open the store and to begin processing moringa at scale. We're going to get equipment. We're going to be building things. We're going to be setting up our store, merchandise, tools, equipment. We're going to be branding a lot of items that we can have in the shop. But it's also the shop, the store is going to be a place where we can ship items on to through our online websites. Because we're on Etsy, we're on Amazon, we're on Facebook Marketplace. We're on TikTok Marketplace, those types of places. So we need a central location where we can ship everything out and we can have our live selling channels at this store. Because we sell books, education, memberships. We have a digital marketing agency, so we want to have classes for digital marketing where we're going to be teaching our members how to set up their websites and everything. So we're going to have night classes like a school. We'll have merchandise, tools, equipment, and also it's a hub for us to find more deals, real estate deals. We're in the business of real estate. We're going to be finding not only fix and flip properties and farms, but also commercial properties to have more central real estate locations. So currently we're making about $20,000 a month in across all revenue streams. And we're expected to get to about $50,000 to even $100,000 a month once we open this store. That's going to be making it easy for us to pay back those loans and to make sure that we have enough for the mortgage. The mortgage on a $1 million property is going to be about $8,000 a month. And then on top of that, the $5,000 a month is going to be about $13,000 to $15,000 a month in just rent, and just paying back the loan to the lender. But essentially, we have a plan, and we could actually go in right now. I'll go in to Google Maps, and I will show you the property that we're looking at right now. It's at 625 South Collins, Plant City, downtown Plant City. Okay, this is the property here. So you can see that we're only a few minutes away from the farm. We're here at the farm. We just come across Knights Griffin and we come down Alexander, I think, yeah, 98, 39. And we come down into Plant City through 39 here. And then that takes us directly, literally right in to Plant City. Like this is old Plant City right here in this area, and this is new Plant City, kind of like in this area. This is where the Publix is, the Lowe's, the Walmart, Wasabi, some restaurants, like Marshall's and Beals and a few other big places. There's a school here. Plant City High School is right here. Alexander, I think, turns right here is a big prominent area. And then the store is right here. This is where we're looking for a store location. So if we zoom in on it here, you can see the top view of it here. There's a smoke shop right here in this front corner here. This front half of the store is currently a smoke shop, but this building location right here is for sale. So from here to here to here to here is for sale. If we go into Street View, let's go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Street View. This building for sale is $750K right now. And as soon as I saw it, I pretty much picture that sign, that big sign. See how Puffy's little sign right there? But I picture that big sign, putting up a nice big sign right there. Maybe this was like a pawn shop or something right here at 625. But at the beginning of September, this whole building is going to be empty. So these guys are moving out. Potentially, if we buy the property, we can take over Puffy's and get them out of there. No offense to Puffy's, they'll have to find a new location. But we're going to take over possibly this whole building. Right now, it's for sale for $750. We can probably make a deal offer. Like if we're going to be putting, lots of cash down, we may be able to get that down to even less. So we're working with a real estate agent right now in Plant City that's potentially going to show us this property on Tuesday. Doesn't look like we actually have much access to this road here, but we might be able to pull in and then get to the back. Looks like this is connected to that building there. Looks like a nice little apartment building, which I would probably also like to purchase. Honestly, I'm looking at that like, wow, I kind of want to buy that property too. I'm definitely into, let's see what else we got here. Oh, this took us to another spot. But yeah, that's the property that we're looking at right now is 625. And now that I'm looking at it with this apartment building right here, wouldn't that be cool? Looks like there's a little apartment building here. But there is somehow, some way cars are getting back in here. So I'm wondering if they're just pulling in here and then driving to the back here. Would love to have maybe a pull-in area in the back, but also if we can't, cars could just drop off in the front. We might even be able to turn the drop off here and then the store here so that we could have two separate sections, have much more of a storefront, much more of a drop off. We're going to take a look. If you're interested in working with us and you want to possibly provide some capital, we are just looking for one lender. We're looking for one lender to do essentially $1 million up front. And that way we can buy this property and also get our business going. Thanks. Sharon is here. We answered, I think, Sharon's question earlier in the members area as well. Thanks, Sharon, for coming in. I'm glad you made it. Sorry for the confusion for the late start, but we had lots of visitors coming in. Let me see if this is still good on TikTok. Usually they only give us an hour on here. Okay, not a problem. We had a lot of people that came in, but we'll probably go ahead and call it a day here pretty soon. Let me see here. I could probably go back live again real quick. Might even do another one. Let's see if we can go live again. Let's see, big moringa trees 2. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Okay, we're gonna go live again. We're gonna keep going. Boom, we're back. We're back on TikTok. We're here. Shauna's here. We can also go live and do a quick little coaching with some people. We mentioned that we were going to go live coaching. So talked a little bit about the property. Let's go ahead real quick and do loose leaf versus powder. We have a little bit of really cool fact, actually, that was mentioned inside the members area. We have one of our teachers who's really going into soil science. And going in, let's see, I think she put it in the daily Zoom calls section. Chat. Okay. This is something that she shared. She said, can the leaf Moringa leaves, so we have loose leaf and Moringa powder, do not have the same chemical composition. While they both contain similar nutrients like proteins and minerals and antioxidants, there's a significant difference in the chemical profiles. For instance, oh, this is fresh leaves. Yes, I see this. Yes, that's a great point. Fresh leaves versus dried powder. Okay. Okay, fresh leaves, of course, are wet and they have water in them. The moisture content is a lot higher, right? And so if you have 1 pound of fresh leaves, like 1 pound of fresh leaves is like this much. Like it's a lot, right? 1 pound of fresh leaves like fills up a whole bowl, like fills up like 1 pound of fresh leaves is a lot. I think I have that backwards. 1 pound of fresh leaves. What I'm saying is like a whole bowl. But if you take that whole bowl of fresh, wet 1 pound, it brings it down into literally a little bit of powder. Yeah, 1 pound of powder, I mean, is right here, right? This is 1 pound of powder. But like 1 pound of fresh leaves would like fill up this whole table, right? So this is much more dense, much more concentrated. So it's going to have higher amounts of protein and vitamins and minerals in the powder. So yes, it's definitely going to have a lot more amino acids. It's concentrated. The powder is concentrated. The loose leaf has, what is it? More carbs. She's saying different levels of carbohydrates. And I do have that in my book. I have the different levels of wet greens versus dry greens in my book here. You can actually lay out in one of the chapters, I lay out like the carbs, the protein, the vitamin, the mineral, the magnesium, the sulfur, like the calcium, uh, all of that from wet greens to dry greens is actually in the book. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That is interesting. But it definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Still, all of it's very good. Like you can't eat like a whole bowl of greens. You know, you might end up getting a stomach ache. Same thing with this. You know, this is 1 pound right here. This is a lot. Look at that green. Wow, that thing is vibrating green. Super fresh. Let's see if we can go ahead and just kind of cut through here. Um, and see if we can see. I'll just share. We'll just close up and share the link. I'll share the link here if anybody wants to get in here. Copy link. Just be ready to be on camera or have your camera off. If you're on camera, be still. Put some clothes on, right? Put some clothes on. Get presentable if you want to get on. and and we'll get you on. All right. Let me go ahead and share the link. Yeah, Martina is asking if we have a wholesale program. We do have a wholesale program. You can purchase any of our items in bulk. I was mentioning that. Yes, we have wholesale. Yes, we have wholesale for members. It's affordable. To become a member, it's only $27. It's a monthly recurring. And as soon as you sign up to become a member for $27, you get in the members area, and then you get access to not only my book, but you get access to the wholesale sheet. So for $27, you can get over 50% off of all of our Moringa products that you could carry on your table, on your store. And it's an easy way for us to keep a lot of information private in the private members area, communications, we talk, and that's where we have the links, the special private links. You got it. So join me in the Zoom. Here is the link for coaching. If you want to get in on the coaching, if you want to get heard, have the mic on, have your camera on, be ready with camera and mic. You'll be live on YouTube. Okay, just warning everybody, you'll be live on YouTube. Here's the link. Join me in the Zoom. You can sell our products at any price. Yes, sell our products any price with our label or with your label. So we can send you wholesale without a label. Okay. Um, you can sell it any way you want to friends, family. You can double, triple the price. We have it at a very low price for you to be able to turn it around and make a good flip. It's only it's by the case. We're gonna make it by the case of 10. So 10 pounds at a time. So, or 10 jars, or 10 trees, or 10 boxes. So it's by the case. So instead of buying one thing, one thing, one thing, it's 10. To get the 50% off, it's 10 of that one thing. Let me go ahead and go to the Zoom, see if there's anybody that wants to get in um, for coaching, live coaching. We'll spend the next few minutes here answering questions. In case you want to get live coaching. It's almost about 4:30, 5 o'clock, but we're getting ready to go outside. I've been hanging with you guys for a little while on Saturday. It's a really beautiful day. Just want to make sure you guys are getting your question answered. See if I miss anything. Oh, we had a I was speaking to a deputy sheriff in New Hampshire. Deputy sheriff from New Hampshire had a great conversation this week, shouting out New Hampshire and the police department. Thanks for all your service and helping keeping our streets safe out in the New England area. She's going to try to attempt growing some trees. She's going to get some big trees. So shout out to our deputy sheriffs in New Hampshire. She was also a firefighter and works a lot with the elderly. So thanks a lot for everything that you guys are doing out there for our community. Elderly, especially, this is one of the things that I work a lot with is our elderly to get them healthy. This is our largest customer base are the elderly because they're trying to get healthy. They want to know how to help with their blood sugars and blood pressure. They need help with planting the trees and not really sure how to do things. And so most of the people watching are elderly as well. Learning technology and navigating the systems is a tough thing. Same thing with me. I'm working with a lot of systems at one time. And so just let me know anything, like I'm keeping up with communication as far as our wholesale orders. Like if you order wholesale, I've got to get an automated message that goes out there when you order it that your order went through and get you a receipt. But essentially, once I go in and I print the ticket, you get a tracking number and everything goes through there. But there's nothing stopping us from calling, letting me know that you just ordered. We're dealing with a small company, and so I see a lot of the messages, and you can let me know. Like we have a member here that's just going to come right in. She's going to come right in next week. She texted me. She said, "Hey, I'm going to get wholesale from you next week." She's a member. She's close by. And I said, "Great. Just let me know what you're thinking. Are you trying to get 10 teas or 20 teas? Are you trying to get 10 bottles of capsules or 20 bottles of capsules? Are you trying to get, 10 pounds of powder or 20 pounds of powder? Just let me know. Let me know so that way I can get Jackie, our new assistant, to help make these items up for you before you come in. So that way we have everything in stock." That's just because we're making everything by hand. We're, a small operation, but we have a big impact. We have a big impact and we're seeing lots of customers. We're seeing lots of people, and really glad to help. Especially would love to see you come into the members area. You can check out for membership at growmoringa.com. Just click the pricing and that'll take you into the members area directly from there. It's only $27 to literally get in and to get access to the book, membership, and also we have meetings. We have meetings every Monday through Friday. Yeah, we talked about getting drumsticks. Thanks for your patience, everybody, with the orders. Please don't like get a chargeback or like try to get a refund right when I ship it. It's like it just seems like right when I literally get to it, that's when people are like, "I want my money back. I want my refund." And I'm like, "Hey, like I literally just got to it. Like I just got to your order." So thanks for your patience, everybody. If you order from me, If you've ordered from me in the past and you're hesitant to order from me in the future, just know that we're making everything by hand with love. It takes time. Like we're just dealing with a lot of orders. I probably got about 40 or 50 orders in there. I printed like 20 orders this morning. I'm working on those throughout the day, just getting them together, getting them in boxes and getting them out the door. Anytime I step out of the house, I'm going to the post office, and I'm also getting back to lots of emails and text messages, and I'm happy to let you know where your order is. What's funny is that this person was like, "Hey, where's my order?" And I was letting them know. I let them know where their order was, and they still end up, I guess, getting impatient. And so I understand, because you want your product, you want it quick, you want it fast, but just understand, when you're ordering with me, you're ordering with a small company that is literally fresh and local and USA. Like, you're not buying it from somebody that imported it, that has thousands of these, boxes of powder on the shelf. I don't have a lot of this stuff on the shelf. I'm making it by hand. And thankfully, we're in season right now. So we have a lot of product that we're getting out. Things are moving, trees are moving. And with that, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. Thanks for all the support. We're getting lots of comments saying, "Keep it up, brother. Thanks a lot. You're doing great." Because sometimes on the videos, I'm like, "Man, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of comments. Like, people are mad at me." And it's mostly because they want their medicine. And that's what's so great, is that we have a product that people want. And I'd be more concerned if nobody wanted this and we didn't have as much attention. But we have a lot of attention. We have a lot of people that want this product, and it's also really, really good for you. So I'm definitely proud to be in this position. I'm very grateful, and I spend a lot of time making sure people know exactly where things are, where it's at in the pipeline. And thank you. Thank you for all your love and support. Don't hesitate to order, because we are getting things out the door faster now. Jackie's been here for about a month. So that was a thing too. Like, if you ordered from us like 2, 3 weeks ago, Jackie was just starting to really kind of get into the groove. Now she comes in and she's just bum, 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 bum. So she's getting fast. That makes me feel confident about getting a store and having her also go to the store and train and share with people, new people, how to get these orders out, because it's not easy doing orders. Orders is time, staking, meticulous, labeling, making things are clean. There's a desiccant in there. This is sealed at the top. So learning all the little tips and tricks. Even these boxes, we have them wrapped. So she's having to learn how to wrap the boxes and how to package it on time, and also how to print the tickets and get back to text messages. So I've spent about a month training Jackie, and she could still probably use another few weeks of training, hardcore training. But now she's able to do her thing, and I'm able to go out and film and come back in. "Hey, do you need anything from me?" "Yeah, I had a question about this. I had a question about that." "No problem. What's that?" "Okay." Boom. "Nope, not that box." "Okay, like this." "Okay. Nope, we don't do it like that. We do it like this." "Oh, not that bag, like this. Not upside down, like this." "Oh, no, not wrapped like this, like this." "Oh, sorry, not labeled like that. Not that label, this label." So there's a lot of moving parts with running the business. And so um, that's why we're teaching people how to keep things simple, because the more people, the more moving parts that you have in your business, the more products you have in your business, the more chances you have to make mistakes. And thankfully, Jackie's doing really good. She hasn't made many mistakes over the last month or so that she's been here. And if we made a mistake, people were hitting us up like, "Hey, this was a mistake." "No problem. We're sending it back out." "Hey, there was a problem here." "No problem. We're going to get that back out to you." "Hey, this happened." "No problem. That was just a mistake. We have new help. We're going to get it back out to you." So we have that coming back into the system. So I'm teaching her how to put things in the system. And it's just a part of working with people, and I'm happy. She's happier now that she has a job and is working and is doing something really great and helping people. And I'm a lot happier now that I get to go out and make content. Like, the videos the last couple weeks have been pumping out. I feel good about it too. So we're making record amount of videos, content, and having fun and sharing. And that's what this podcast is all about, is making sure that you guys know that we're here and we're doing good. And even Sharon says, "We appreciate your efforts and that you're doing an amazing job of multitasking. Thanks, Sharon. I look forward to seeing you this week as well, and we'll have your products ready. Thanks a lot for considering us as your supplier. We have wholesale offers for members. Come on in. If you can't make it in, you can purchase through our wholesale sheet in the members area. And can't wait to connect. Can't wait to connect this week. We'll be ready for you. It's because I take care of myself. I go outside. I make sure I'm meditating and I'm playing in the field. I also have time for myself. And life is good. Life is really good right now because Moringa's in season, and so I love the heat. I actually love it. I love getting out there. I love getting a tan. I love working on myself, feeling good, feeling strong, and I can't wait to see you guys. We'll be back on Tuesday for another podcast show, usually around 1 o'clock if we can. Today we got started a little bit later, but hey, we're still here, showing love. Darren is asking is if there are different price for the book for members, and unfortunately, because it costs the same amount to ship or to make this book, it's the same price. But if you were to upgrade the lifetime membership, so if you get the lifetime membership, I actually send the book for free. But that's just because lifetime membership is about $1,000. We do lifetime membership for $997. And with that, we ship out a book. So we actually just pay for the book and we ship it out for that price. But the physical book is the same price all around just because it's the same cost to print this book, which is actually pretty expensive. So just order the book if you can. It's definitely a good deal for you. It's a super thick book. I don't have a discount on the printed version, but you already have the PDF. I think Darren is one of our members and you have the PDF already in the members area. So that's good. Awesome. Well, thanks, Darren. I really love enjoying seeing you in the members area. Thanks for all your help and questions all the way out in San Diego. That's where I want to be. I want to try to get out to San Diego sometime very soon. So thanks a lot for all your support and love and attention, and really, really trying to help you get growing, either here in the US or in another country. If you're trying to get Moringa growing in another country, if anybody here is trying to teach their friends and family in other countries, be the leader, be the manager of that farm, be the source of information for your friends and family in whatever location they are, to tell them what to do and teach them how to do it, and be the leader essentially of that project. So that way you know exactly what they need to do in order to get their trees growing, to get profitable, to get drumsticks, deciding if your trees are going to be drumstick trees, which is going to take several years. It could take about 3 years to get really, really good drumsticks. Or it could take 4 months to get trees, to sell trees. So like my method here is let's make $100,000 from just planting seeds and selling the trees and saying, hey, we have trees for sale. Give them a really good price on trees. Give some trees away like we do. Give seeds away. We give seeds away in every single one of our packages. And it's a great way to get a business going. I mean, we do 10 trees in a box with fertilizer for like $50. Right now we're doing 1 tree half off for like $10. But if you text right now, you could text Big Tree to 813-696-6676, and you could get a chance to win a free Moringa tree from me directly if you text Big Tree, and we'll ship you out possibly a tree. We have our winners this week. We did our drawing. Some people just won a spice bottle, and I had a great time. We're gonna go ahead and oh, good. See, Darren is saying that he actually bought the book for his team leader, his agronomist. So the person that works with Darren directly on his team, he bought them a book. So that's great. I'm really glad that you're working through things. It's going to take a little bit of time to understand all the little ins and outs of farming, the business, what's profitable, what doesn't. You have to set up like guidelines and focus on your business. If you're just going to try to just do loose leaf for tea and just have like tons and tons of loose leaf for sale, that's something that could happen quickly after like the first year. But then maybe you have a plan, like a phase. Like in the first phase, you're selling trees. In the second phase, you're selling loose leaf. In the third phase, you're selling powder, capsules and tea. The fourth phase is you're selling drumsticks. And then maybe the fifth phase is you're selling oil. And so you're working through by year 1, you're selling trees. Year 2, you're selling loose leaf. Year 3, you're selling bulk powder and supplements. Year 4, you're selling drumsticks. Year 5, you're just pumping out oil from your drumsticks. So that's a good way to think about that in a year's sequence, because I'm about year 4, year 5 coming out here, and now I have tens of thousands of drumsticks. And I sell them for $10 a pound. People are coming out here today. We had a family come out here. Hey, you got any fresh drumsticks? Yes, $10 a pound. So it's a great way to get your drumsticks sold. And location is key. If you're in a place that can grow all year, you're going to have a lot of success. If you're in a location that gets cold, you just are going to have success in the summer. That's it. So grow it as an annual. And if it dies every year, just dust your stuff off and try again every summer. And you just want to have a summer crop. This is an annual summer crop, and you'll do great. You'll do really great with our guidance. So keep up with us in the members area, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday for our podcast. And we'll see you Wednesday night in the members area as well. All right. All right, cool, everybody. You guys have a great day.